I didn't hear the last one.
What are some strategies you would implement to increase the participation of African American students in the Kalamazoo area Math and Science Center?
Any more?
Thank you for bringing that up. There's a huge disparity in KMC and any other academically talented program. I think first of all, we need to make sure that, again, that our curriculum, our expectations, and our homework is inclusive of all of the kids that are coming from whatever background. Right now, kids that go to KMC have demonstrated that they are rule followers and they have resources. And we are leaving out kids who may lack resources or may, you know, be a little bit more creative in their engagement with the school system. So I think making the curriculum relevant, making sure, I mean, going back to that, having texts by African American authors and having people represented just in our curriculum overall, being able to show our kids examples of people who are not white, who are scientists and who are discovering things, can kind of ignite that. Because otherwise, yeah, without a lot of examples, it can be hard for a kid to prioritize, because that's a lot of extra work at KMC.
Thank you. Senator Jackson?
We all have a filter that's called implicit bias. Every one of us, whether we want to own up to it or not, we all have it, and it shows up in our life. It surfaces with different circumstances in our life. A quick remedy and fix, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. They need to get black teachers in those programs. They need teachers of colors in those programs so these students can see a reflection of themselves and want to gravitate and learn these things in KMC. I intentionally kept my son out of it. He's eligible for it, but I kept him out of it for my own personal reasons because I know my child, and I don't want to necessarily push him to that level right now because I know my child. You have to know your child. You know your kid might be smart, but he might be disorganized. So that ain't gonna work with KMC. But anyways, but I think it is important that they see a reflection of themselves in the educators themselves. That will solve a lot of it, and also those, and I think they can also help support in helping the school district select those students that they're not selecting, that I know that are eligible.
Senator Herzog?
We need to do whatever we can to get African Americans into KMC, but KMC's ran through the RISA. It's not a Kalamazoo public school. We house it in one of our buildings, but it's not ran by KPS. It's ran by another organization. But we need to increase African American participation in everything that we do.
Thank you.
Excuse me, may I say just one correction? Mr. Herschel said that the Math and Science Center is not run by KPS. Kalamazoo Public Schools is the fiscal agent, and they're the ones that set the rules for the Math Science Center, not KRISA.
I thought we just housed KMC. We didn't.
I was
Okay.
the former director, so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I misspoke.
Thank you.
And I actually was just going to say that irregardless if we ran it or not, if it's something that, if someone that we're talking about community partners, we're not succumbing to their standards. They're living up to our standards. And so if there's something that we need to see an increase of, we can say, no, you have too many non-teachers of color, so we're not going to partner with you. If you can increase teachers of color, then we will negotiate a partnership with you. So we run that, not them.
Thank you. Senator Morris?
My youngest daughter is has been in academically talented classes since she was in 3rd grade. She's one of only 3 African American students in those classes, 2 girls and 1 boy. That's not, I mean, just statistically, that doesn't make sense. There has to be more kids who are capable at achievement, and we have to do everything we can to make sure that they are able to take advantage of those classes too. We have to create a culture of achievement. We have to believe in them, and when you believe in a kid, you tell them that they're smart, you treat them like they're smart, and you equip them, then they do meet those standards.
All right, thank you.